There, on the horizon, it's approaching at a steady but fast pace.
I have a right to come down to the beach and spend my day here.
Not beside us.
An old threat with new tricks, ready to tear into every new development.
You make any more noise, and I'm calling the police.
Beware the NIMBYs.
Now, before I start, I would like to make something very clear. When I refer to a person as a NIMBY, or a group of people as NIMBYs, I am not talking about the people who are rational, understanding, and are able to come up with their own argument. This includes people who may be opposed to an exceptionally irrational development, such as, I don't know, a skyscraper in the middle of a quiet neighborhood. The only thing that I will ever call those people is smart. And NIMBY, on the other hand, is not smart. What is a NIMBY? AKA not in my backyard. AKA builder killer. AKA I was here first, get the fuck. A NIMBY is a person, usually middle class or middle-aged for some reason, who has an irrational opposition to a certain development or developments and will do everything within their power to make sure that developments are kicked to the curb or stall the construction of them, solely to make sure that their personal level of comfort isn't sacrificed. Oh yeah, they also can't see past certain losses at the beginning of a development for the great potential gains it could bring in the future, even if the losses will be replaced. NIMBYs come in many names, such as NIMBY, NIABY, NAMBY, SABY, and my personal favorite, banana. All those flavors, yet still so bland. As you have probably guessed, NIMBYs and developers don't get along very well. I mean, don't get me wrong, developers will always take the constructive criticism they receive into account. However, when the critiques they receive consist of GTFO, I was here first, or your building is a symbol of the Antichrist, they are understandably put off by that. Well, that was fun, but we still have some other pressing NIMBY issues at hand that we have to discuss, such as being a cause for urban sprawl. Yay! Like I said, it's no surprise that these people like keeping their personal comfort level intact and cannot tolerate any possible dent in their convenience. Knowing that, one of the main things that NIMBYs view as a threat to their comfort is higher density. Oh, do those NIMBYs have a hate boner for skyscrapers. I mean, you can just say the words multifamily housing and they'll go into cardiac arrest. However, if there is one thing that I do agree with them on, it is that certain areas in a city should be solely dedicated to either single family housing, such as Old Glenora, or multifamily housing, such as Oliver or Central McDougal. Moving on, one of the things that really annoys me the most is when people living in an area already filled with older and aged apartment buildings are opposed to new buildings that literally fall under the same categorization, with the only difference being that they're new. Let's just say that this is how it would play out in my mind.
Hello, Eunice.
Greetings, Janet, my love.
So, I have recently been informed about a new proposed infill development.
Oh, you can stop right there, hun. I am so sick of our mayor trying to shove all this multi-family shit down our throats. What is it, a skinny home?
No, it happens happens to be a 5-story apartment with retail on the bottom.
Retail on the bottom? How horrendous. It won't fit in with the 20 other 4-story apartments.
I know, right? Luckily, with the help of our friends at the Community League, this development won't get past the first public consultation.
Yep, pretty much how I think it'd play out. As painstakingly annoying as NIMBYs can be at times, there are certain circumstances and situations where regular people may seem to be taking on that role. When may this happen, you ask? Well, believe it or not, dear viewer, sometimes the development can be the crazy, nutsy, cuckoo variable in the situation. To illustrate this point to you all, I'm going to tell you a story. And your job is to decide if the story has the crazy NIMBYs in it, or if the story has an even crazier development. Once upon a time, there existed a young and energetic woman named Rachel. She lived in a small and cozy cottage within a widely spread village in the countryside. One day, Rachel gets a letter in the mail. When she starts reading it, her eyes bulge out of her skull. A developer from the nearby city wants to build 3 20-story condo towers and an entertainment district literally on the other side of her street. Rachel and her community are extremely opposed to this development. With the help and support from citizens of the nearby big city, the development is rejected and does not pass through the city council. Rachel and her community lived happily ever after. The end. So, what do you guys think? Is Rachel a crazy developer craving NIMBY monster, or is she just a regular person who wants the best for herself and her community? The decision is up to you. In the end, I only have one thing left to say, and it is to all the regular people out there. When a NIMBY in your community tries to stop a development from happening, please, for the love of God, talk to them and ask them why they feel that way. Doing this can really help open up their minds and hearts to the possible good that a development can bring. And with that said, we are done. Thank you all for watching this video. I really wanted to try to make something big for you guys, and even though it took much longer than I expected, I still am very happy with the way that it turned out. After this video, I'm gonna try to make some smaller videos, such as like a small dev review, and maybe even some gameplay and vlogs. I really want to make more of those kinds of videos for you guys to help balance out the whole urban planning and funny kind of spectrum on my channel. Finally, be sure to comment your thoughts about my video down below. Thank you for watching this video, and maybe like and subscribe. See you later. Bye.